Hello guys, let's see first reason why you should be watching this video till the end and what are the job market for SEO or for freelancing, how you can earn money through SEO. So for example, if I go to Naukri, suppose if I'm looking in a job, so again you can go to Naukri and if you search for SEO jobs, so just like Naukri we have Apna jobs, we have other Indeed and all. So you can again see we have 13,688 jobs in Naukri for SEO. So yes, again SEO is a demanding field in digital marketing or in marketing. So again like companies are looking for SEO executive who can rank their website. So you can learn this skill and again you can apply for the jobs particularly and you can get the handsome salary as well. So you can see here like you can get anywhere between 3 lakh to 5 lakhs and all. So again different company offer different as per your qualifications and all. So again if you go and if you check for the freelancing, suppose if I go to Upwork for freelancer, Upwork freelance. So again in Upwork if we go, so we can check for SEO projects that are there. So again I can go here, I can go and I can search for SEO. So again if I search for SEO particularly, so here you can see, let it come. So again you can see here $10 per hour people are charging from 175 rupees per dollar, and again you can say 150 dollar per hour basically. So again like here $50 per hour. So again if you see, suppose if I take the least amount, suppose I am working for 3 hours, so if I take $50 and if I convert that into $50 into rupees, so again it is around 3,000 rupees. So again if I working for 3 hours, I can easily make up to 10,000. So do watch my video till the end to know what is SEO, what are the components and how you can do for any type of clients. Hi, this is Kautil Roshan and today we will be talking about what is SEO and how we can rank any website for the particular set of words so that we can rank the website, any kind of website in the SERP like Google, so that like we can earn money from that SEO. So we can provide service to anybody if we are a digital marketer, or suppose if we are starting in the digital marketer, then also we can learn this technique and we can charge any clients, or you can say if we get hired for the company, so company will pay me well amount to get their website rank on the Google. So what I am talking about, let's see practically. So if we talked about like if we go in the Google and if we search anything, for example, suppose if we go and if we search anything, like if I go and if I search about like suppose digital marketing course. So if I search about digital marketing course, so whenever we search in Google, so first few results that we see are advertisements, like that is a paid results. We pay to Google to to achieve this ranking or to display our message to the audience that are searching for related business words, or you can say keywords in specific. So what is SEO? Whenever you are getting this results including this review rating page and this organic results, whatever without the AD word. So today we will be talking about if I have to rank any kind of website for any business, how we will be proceeding for that. Like watch the video till the end to know exactly what are the techniques you will be needing to rank any kind of website for any kind of words that is like in the SERP in the Google result page. So if I talked about SEO guys, SEO has 3 parts. One part is on page SEO, that is we will be talking about the website. Second part is off page SEO, that is we will be talking about how we can build in the third party website, and the third category is when we will be talking about like how we can rank for the map listing. So here if you can see this review rating page, so this is what we call map listing. So we will be talking about all 3 parts. So let's start with the on page SEO. So let's talk about what are the things that we need for a website to be as per Google standards, so that we can see like it can rank quickly and we can also make the money from it. So for example, like suppose first thing in the on page SEO is the keyword research. So for keyword research, the best part is like we can use many tools. There are many tools that are available. So I will recommend you to use Google Keyword Planner tool. Why Keyword Planner tool? Because Keyword Planner tool is a tool from Google which we can trust, and the data here is also accurate. So for example, I can go in the Google and I can search for keyword planner, and when I search for keyword planner, I can go and I can search, then I can you can see the first results is coming. I can click on this and I can go and I can sign in into that. So again, if you are having a new account, you can go and you can sign in into that, or if you have already have an account in Google, so you can directly go to the keyword planner. So in keyword planner, you will get two options: discover new keywords, get search volume and forecast. So when we talked about SEO, about search engine optimization, or you can say organic results, we always prefer to go with the discover new keywords. So here we are looking for opportunities, guys, like what are the words that have less competitions, are good for my business, that I can rank so that my business get profit, so that indirectly I can also ask my company, or if I am handling any client, so do the increment in my payment. So let's see what are the how to search about keyword opportunity, or the word that we can rank will be good for our business or client business or the company we are working for. So we can go here and we can go to discover new keywords, and here we can type, like suppose if I am looking for digital marketing business, so again I will go here and I will type digital marketing business. So if I search for digital marketing course or business, suppose like if I am searching for course, so I will go and I will search, and here you can see here I can go and I can search with two things, one with the keyword and one with the website. So again, if you are searching with the website, you can go and you can put the URL here, and here you have two options you have. So I will always advise to use only this page, so because you will get specific word related to that page. Because in Google, if we talked about, guys, our page rank, it's not our website rank. So for each individual page you have to find the best keywords or best words that we can rank and we can get benefit from. So let's start with the word. So again, I search here digital marketing course and I will click on get results. So again, when I click on get results, you can see here a lot of words I can see. So here I can go and I can see, and the best part is we can download this word as well. So I can click on download, and if you are using Excel sheet, we can download in CSV, or if we are using in Google Sheets, we can go and we can click on Google Sheet in case we are not having the Microsoft Excel. So suppose I go with Google Sheets, here I can download, click on download, and when it will be downloaded, I can go and I can see here the report. So again, they are preparing report, you can see. So once let them prepare the report, and then we can click on open sheet. So once we click on open sheet, guys, we can see what are the words that is important for my business. So I can see the business or the page that I want to rank for. According to that, I will be picking out the words. So again, whatever the words I will be picking will be close to my business and having average monthly searches, higher average monthly searches. So what is average monthly searches, guys? It is like number of people that are searching for the particular word in the Google. So again, like suppose if I have to choose related to digital marketing course, so I can go and I can say here I can choose the words like Google digital marketing course, or because it is having like almost 50,000 monthly searches. So again, I can choose that, or I can again go with the another word, like suppose I can go with this digital marketing Google digital marketing course online. In case if I am providing online, so I can go and I can have online also. So again, here you have to keep in mind, guys, you have to choose the word that matches with your business. So what is the good way of understanding the business? You have to see the website, or you can ask your company owner, or if in case you are handling clients, so you can ask them what are the major thing that they are provided. In case if you are selling product, what are the major product they want to focus on, and if they are talking about the service, what are the major thing they are talking about in services, whatever they are providing. So suppose I choose this words. Now first thing is done, like I have selected, like okay, I'm gonna rank for this word. Why? Because again, this word matches with my business criteria, and second, it has highest average monthly search volume. And then again, rest thing, if you see that they are showing is for paid ad, like for paid advertisement. What is paid advertisement? Whenever you search, you see here AD words. So both things are different. One is, you can say, organic, and other is inorganic. So I have made Google Ads video also. If you are interested, you can go and you can see my playlist in Google Ads, and you can watch there step by step. I have explained how you can make the search ad, how you can make the display ads, and what are the options available in Google Ads as well. Now let's continue with our topic SEO. So after finalizing the keywords, what I can do is I can go to the next step. So again, for going to next step for on-page SEO, for easiest way, I will recommend one plugin you can install in Chrome, whether you are using Mac or Windows, whatever device you are using. So you can go in laptop, you can go and you can have that. For example, if I go here and I go with, like, suppose I will always prefer to go with an extension called SEO Quick extension. I will leave this link so that you guys can download and you guys can go by step the way I am going with. So again, you can download this SEO Quick extension. You can type in Google and you can add that to Chrome. It just will take a minute or less than a minute. Then you can see here the review rating of this, and then you will click on add to Chrome. Once you click on add to Chrome, guys, then you will go here and you will click on this. Just after your email which you have signed up to, you will click on this options and you will click on the pin so that it will come to outside. Now it's very simple. Just you will go to any website. Suppose I have to check my competitor, what are the optimizations or what they have done in terms of SEO. So I can go and I can open their website. For example, if I want Flipkart, so I can go here in flipkart.com. I can go, and then again what I can do is I can click on this extension. So I will go and click on extension, then I will click on page info. So again, page info, I can be able to know what title they have kept. So what is the title? Title is whenever you search in Google, guys, whatever without AD word that you get here, whatever you are getting, this is again called as title. This highlighted text, whatever fundamental of digital marketing, Google Digital Garage, this is called as title, and this you get this as an extension. We call this extension, and this the first one is called as URL. So again, I can go here and I can see what title Flipkart has kept for this home page, as we are checking for the home page, and what are the keyword that Flipkart is targeting. So you can see here online shopping in India, online shopping stores, online shopping sites, buy online, shop online, online shopping, Flipkart. So again, they can see here and we can see particularly what keywords that Flipkart are targeting. Same way, I can see here the title as well as description also. So again, I can see and I can get an idea. And one tip is here, never copy the exact title or description, guys. Yes, keyword you can go for if you are matching with the same kind of business or same kind of product you are dealing with. So again, we can see here, we can get idea, or being a digital marketer or SEO executive, or if you are handling any client. So as a digital marketer or SEO executive, you are the one who will be giving the title and description for each page. For example, suppose if I go and if I check for other pages, suppose I am checking for this fashion and I am taking for this men's top. So again, I can say top wear. So I can go and again I will click on this SEO Quick extension and page info. So here I can know whatever the title they have kept for that particular page, whatever the keywords that they are targeting, and whatever the description they are targeting. So again, keyword and keyword are the optional tag, but title and description you have to write, and again you have to give to your web developer or the person that is handling your website. In case if you know both the thing, then you can go and you can do it by yourself. For example, if you have a website particularly, you can go in the back end and you can give that title and description as well. Now let's move forward. Next thing that we need to see, and here one tip is there, guys, always try to include the word that you want to rank in the title and the description. Suppose I want to rank for this word, India's biggest online store for mobile. So I will go and I will try to have this in the title. I will try to have this word in the description as well. Why? Because again, it will help me to rank better in the SERP. Then afterwards, if you click on diagnosis, one by one we can see, like one is canonical tag. So again, canonical tag is necessary. Why it is necessary? Because again, for Google, like suppose if I typed here suppose in case if I type here flipkart.com and again I press enter. So when I press enter again flipkart.com, so again you can say it changes to flipkart.com. Now again if I type here flipkart.com, so you can try by yourself also, it stays flipkart.com. What does that mean? If whether I type www.flipkart.com or flipkart.com, only one final URL is there, that is flipkart.com. In case if there are two URL, like suppose www.flipkart.com and flipkart.com, Google will consider this as a two websites. So again Google will think one website is copying content from other website. So that is not good for SEO. Like we will be competing with SEO, and no matter how good SEO we do, we again will never rank. So you can check that with this SEO quick extension, like again by going into the diagnosis, like canonical tag is there or not. If not there, again you can write there in your reports like canonical tag is missing, and you can again go in Google and you can see how a canonical tag looks like. So you can go here, canonical tag example. So when you type canonical tag example again, so you will again get lot of example here. So you can see here most. So again here is the example. So again if you want to check for any website, suppose I want to check for amazon.in, so I can go to amazon.in. All the website have canonical tag, guys. Just you have to do, in case if you are using Chrome, you can press control U particularly, or you can say right click and you can go to the source page. So make sure you do not click on cider and all, just click on the free space and right click, and again you click on the view page source. So once you click on view page source, then again you can do control F in your window or command F in the Mac, and then again you can search for canonical. So when you search for canonical, you can see how a canonical tag looks like. So if canonical tag is given, then again it's a good thing. Now again let's go and let's see for the next thing. So again you can see title description we discussed, keyword tag also we discussed. Then you have a heading tag. Now what is a heading tag? If you go and if you remember, like particularly whenever we are writing any particular sort of things, for example, suppose if I am writing about digital marketing course, so let me open here one page and let me show you the example so that you guys will understand it very clearly. So I will go with new documents here, blank. So suppose I am writing you can say I am writing here on the basis of particularly, I will create here. So suppose if I am writing on the topic digital marketing course, so digital marketing course will be my main topic. So what I will keep it? I will keep it H1. So what is H1? H1 is called as main heading of the page. So main heading, again heading tag is from H1 to H6. So H1 is called as main heading. After that we have H2 to H6. So H2 to H6 is called subheadings, guys. It is called as subheadings. So again how we will be like how it should be in website, that as a being a SEO executive we will be checking that. For example, suppose I am writing on digital marketing course, so my main heading will be digital marketing course. Then I will be explaining here what is digital marketing and all. Then afterwards I will be explaining, like suppose one component of digital marketing as SEO. So again it is a heading that is coming in under digital marketing course. So what I will keep it? I will keep it S2. So I will keep it S2. Then afterwards I will write about what is SEO and all, like how we rank the website and so on. Then again suppose I am talking about component of SEO, in that I am talking about on page SEO. So again if I talk about on page SEO, so I can go here and I can give here H3. Why H3? Because this on page SEO comes under this SEO topic, and SEO we have kept H2. So I will be giving here H3. Then afterwards here off page SEO, suppose, then again off page SEO also I will be giving here H3. So why H3? Because this both the topics come under SEO. So under on page SEO, suppose if I am talking about keyword research, so I can give keyword research as a H4. Why? Because it comes under on page SEO. And then again we do not have to put as a digital marketer or SEO executive, you only have to see H1 and H2 is used. If H1 to H6 is used, that is also called as very good use of header tag, but we will make sure H1 and H2 is present, guys. So don't worry, we do not have to write this H1 H2 tag or like we have to put in the website the meta tags and all. Just we have to note down. So we can note down in Excel sheets or whatever, like in Google Docs, whatever our company follows, or if we are doing for clients, so I will recommend to use Google spreadsheet for that. Now again, let's come back and let's check. So suppose we were checking about Flipkart, so he can again see here particularly H1. So again I can see one time it is there, H2 one time is there, H3 again no, it is not present, H4 is not present, H5 is not present, and H6 is not present. So if H1 and H2 is present, it is called as good. So I can go and I can see what they have kept as H1, as we were seeing here topware page in the Flipkart. So that's why H1 is topware page, and then you can see H2, and if they have H3, H4, that also you can check. So being a digital marketer, you will check if H1 and H2 is present. If not present, again you will mention that in report, and you will tell your development guy or your technical team to put H1 and H2. So H1 main heading and H2 subheadings, so as H3, H4 and H5. Now again image also we will check. So again we can see here how many images have missing alt tag. So again if images have missing alt tag basically, so again we will go and we will tell our team to put that. Now again you can go in Google and you can type for image alt tag checker. So again, what is image alt tag? It is like giving description to the images, guys. So again, giving description to images, why it is important? Because again Google does not have eyes. Google see with their algorithm, like Google bot that we call, with their AI. So they comes and they read the description of the images. So again that's how they rank the images, or that's how they understand our website. So again we will go here and we will put image alt tag checker. So again we can go and we can go to any particular image alt tag. So again, like suppose this adresults.com, if I want if I go to, I can go to that, or this for anyone you can go and you can check that. So suppose I am going to this, and suppose I have to check for Flipkart. So I can go here and I can copy this, whatever page I want to check, and I will go here, guys, and I will just give the website URL and I will run here the alt tag. Then again here, after I am done, I will press enter basically. So after that, again let's refresh this page. So run alt tags are there. So again, okay, this website is not working, so we can go and we can check for another website. Here you can say the search engine box.com. So I can go same way, the procedure is there. I will go, I will enter here and I will click on fetch links. So once I click, they will take a minute and all. So again, giving the description for each image is necessary. Why? Because again it allows you to understand basically, like for Google to understand what is this image is all about. As Google does not have eyes, so they can't see our images. So here you can see whatever the images is there, whatever alt tag is there and all. So I will leave the like the link in the description so that you can check it later. So for now I will bookmark it and I will share this link to you guys in the description, so you can check that. So this is like that, like suppose I am preparing and I found out if some are missing, like you can see this image does not have alt tag, so I can mention that in the report section. So I can copy whatever the link is missing the alt tag, so that then I can say to my developer to put the alt tag as per the images. It's like just whatever image is there, so they will be putting the description of that. Now again let's go and let's see other things. So other things that we can check here. So again text to HTML ratio. So again you can see here is text to HTML code is below 15%. So again let lot of text means again whenever we are writing code and text, so it should be again like minimal HTML to the maximum text basically. And then again other things I can see. So again if anything wrong here, I can go and I can mention to my developing team, or I can mention to my reports. So again after that you can see here any problem that is. So again all things are good, so I don't need to worry. Here robot.txt. What is robot.txt? It is a file that tells us about like particularly which pages are blocked in our website. So for example, how to know that? Just it's very simple. You can go to any website particularly and you can go with /robots.txt. So for example, if I'm going with suppose my own website and if I go with and if I go with robots.txt, and again here if I go with that, so again if you can wait for a minute, so again this file will come basically. So again, what is this robot.txt? It is a file we use to block any search engine, like any particular search engine to crawl my pages. So suppose if I don't want to rank any pages, in that scenario I will be using that. So again you can see here, again it has come. So if you understand this, user agent star mark is for all kind of search engine guys, and allow again means like particularly this page is allow, disallow means this page is disallow. What does that mean? In the website, if it contains WP admin, that is disallow. For example, if I go to Flipkart and if I click on electronics page, so suppose if I have put disallow in that electronic, this particular, suppose I have put disallow in Intel 11th generation 2021, so this page will not be crawled by Google. What is crawling? Again saving the data. Google has three process. Crawling means saving the data, second is indexing, they arrange the data, then they delivers the data as per people type in the search engine. Then afterwards you can see here, if I put suppose like disallow and all, so again what will happen, that particular page will not be saved by the Google. So if it is not saved by Google, so it will not rank. So being a digital marketer, you can check by mistake they have not blocked the main pages, because if they have blocked the main pages, so that will not rank. So again you can say, and you can prepare the report in that, like Excel sheet or Google Docs, whatever you prefer, or whatever your client or company prefer, you can go and you can make in that. Then afterwards I can go here guys again, and I can see here the sitemap. So again if I check for the sitemap are of two types guys. One is XML and one is HTML. So again XML is for search engine to better understand your website, how many pages you have in the websites and all, and HTML is for user. So again to make the sitemap, you can go in the Google and you can go with sitemap generator. So when you go in the Google and you type sitemap generator, you will get lot of type of sitemap generator. So I will prefer to go with this my sitemap generator. Why? It is little bit quick and we can go and we can do that. So for example, suppose if I want to know for any website, suppose if I go with my website only, so I can go here, I can copy and I can go in the sitemap and I can go here and I can press. Again I will advise, if you are practicing, give service website, don't give e-commerce website because they have many pages, so you might need to wait for a longer period of time. So give any service websites and all, so that will be good, you can quickly check through it. So here you can see two types of we have, one is XML and one is HTML. So suppose we want XML, we can go with XML. So for example, suppose I want to find the website for any digital marketing website. So suppose in case if I want for suppose one of this website, so suppose I want to check for this particular website, so I can go here and I can go and I can paste the URL of the home page of the website. Home page again is the main page of the website, and I can select which version I want. Suppose I want XML, so I can go and I can go with XML, and here again I can provide. Suppose I can't see that, so I will go with the next version and I can go and I can provide this captcha and I can click on start. So once I click on start here guys, so again I have to wait for a minute to get this website being crawled by this particular sitemap generator. You can see they are crawling my all the pages, and then again they will be providing me the sitemap. So that's you have to remember whenever you are checking guys, sitemap should be present, this XML should be present. So if it is present, so again this is very good if it is a present. HTML again is an optional option, it is for user. So sometime we check the hierarchy of the pages just to see the site architecture also. What is site architecture? To see what are the main pages, how pages are linked in the website, that also we can check. So you can see again within a minute these have crawled the almost half, more than half of the URL. So it will tell you exactly, like it will include in a XML format, so extensive markup language, and it will tell you like particularly to Google like how many pages we have in the websites and all that. So it will just take a minute meanwhile let's do it. And after that, again after making this, you can go and you can go with particular, you can say, you can press the URL and again you can go with HTML version also. So let's complete this first version and then afterwards we will go and we will check for the second version. So as here you can see, if it is a e-commerce website, it will take little bit more time. More the URL, the more the time we will be having basically. So again we can go here and suppose I can go and I can go to creation. So again I will go to creation and I will see here this captcha and I will go and I will fill this captcha 967 and again I can click on start. So but let this complete, then afterwards I will go and I will click on that. So you can see it has been done. So I will go and I will click on this start so that it will get completed. Then afterwards here I can download this. So I can again download this. Particularly you can say download, and whenever you download you can go to download folder and then again here whenever you go to download, so again that XML file you can open with Chrome. So again Chrome or Internet Explorer. So here you can say this is the XML file. So again here you will see all the URL are there. So again, being a digital marketer, if you have added, like your team has added lot of other pages that they want to rank, so always you can make the new sitemap. Again you can give your developing team, so they will be going and they will be uploading this in the backend and all. So why being a digital marketer or SEO we don't do that? Because again we are a marketer, so we are not in a developing team. So again we will not do anything silly or the chances of error is there. So that's why companies or even client have the developer who handles their website. To that person we can go and we can tell to upload this sitemap. Then afterwards, if you see the other kind of sitemap here, we can go and we can see here. So again, like we need to give here 485. So again let's go and let's paste and then we will click on start. So once we click on start, it will again take a minute time to complete this sitemap. So let's wait for a minute and let's see live like how it goes by. You can see here, you can see the numbers are growing and all. And this again SEO, this is called as on-page SEO. So again, first thing you need to do for any client that you take for SEO is like to work on the on-page. So the same way I am teaching you, you can go and you can implement that. Now you can download, or even if you scroll down here, you can see which pages is connected to which. Like you can say home page is connected to collections, or pages, product or blogs. Then collection pages connected to which other pages. So this again I can know the site architecture. So you can know the site architecture of any particular website. So this is again a very good tool, this free site map generator, to generate the sitemap, one for XML for search engine and other HTML, so to know the hierarchy of the website and to know the main pages of your competitor. So you can go and you can check. So again, these are the main points that you need for your on page. Apart from this, one main point is Core Web Vitals, that is Google Page Speed Insight. So again, suppose if I have to check for, I can go in Google and I can type here Page Speed Insight. So here just I can go to the first here. When I click on this, just whatever page I want to rank. So for example, suppose home page I want to rank or other pages. So I can copy this home page, guys. So when I copy the home page link, I can go here and I can paste this and I can click on analyze basically. So when I click on analyze here, we have two options, mobile and desktop. So again, it will take a minute again to perform the test, and I can check for both the devices how the website is. So again, if the website needs any improvement, that again we can note down in Excel sheet and we can again give it to our developing team, or if you are working in the company or for client, so we can tell the client, whoever person manages his or her website, we can give to them. So again here you can see here the marks, you can see here again 20. So again if I scroll down here particularly, so we can see here particularly the things that we can improve. So again if you see here particularly, these are the things that we can note down. So one by one you can go and you can click on the note drop down. Just make sure you go in the opportunity sections and all. So again, try to have, particularly whenever you are scanning any website, so try to have at least 50 for a particular mobile, and again for desktop if you check, so it should be around 70. So if it is around 70, it is good. Why I am saying, so if you go and if you check for Flipkart, guys, if you go and if you check for Flipkart in the Google tool, so again suppose I copy here, and we all browse Flipkart and particularly on daily basis. So if I go and if I check here, so if I click on analyze, so if you are wondering, I have taken that website is bad, so you can see this example Flipkart. I think on daily basis we browse, so you can see here the performance. You can wait for a minute so that it will give you particularly the mobile score and desktop score. This is also called as Core Web Vitals, you can say. So if your speed is good, so again your Core Web Vitals score will be more. So again the chances of ranking in the Google SERP on the top page or top 5 page will be more basically. So again you can see here, if you scroll down here particularly, you can see, so again you can see for Flipkart also it is coming 25. So it's not like other websites and all. So we will try to improve as much as we can. You can see Flipkart, it is showing 25. So we will try to achieve around 15. That will be good particularly. And then again if you check for here desktop, try to have around 70. So if it is around 70, it is considered as good. So again we will have a discussion with our technical team, or if in case you are into client business, so you can check with your developer what are the things that can be improved. So again you can always go in the opportunity section and you can see what are the things that we can improve. So this is what are the topics, main topic you need to optimize for every page. If I have 10 million pages, guys, each and every page I will go and I will optimize like that, from starting from, you can say, title, descriptions and keyword that commonly called as meta tag. Then the second thing that you need to do is like off-page SEO. So what is off-page SEO? Off-page SEO is building the link in the third-party website. Means we are making link on third-party websites. Like suppose if I go to my Facebook basically, and if suppose I go to my Facebook account here, if I click on my Facebook account, and here generally let it load. So again I go here and I leave with the link suppose of this Flipkart. So what will happen in Facebook, one link of Flipkart will be generated. So again this helps in the ranking. So again for making the link in other third-party website, what we check couple of things with the website that we are making link of. So again what we check, for that I will always advise to check, like you can go and you can type website SEO checker, SEO checker. So again in website SEO checker we can go in the first one. So again in website SEO checker we can go, click, and then again we can click on domain authority checker. So once we click on domain authority checker, so we can go and we can paste. So suppose I want to check the authority of Facebook here. So I can go and I can check here authority of Facebook. So one by one I can go and I can have multiple website. So again if I want to check authority of other, like suppose this moz.com, so I can again go here in the moz.com, I can copy and I can go and I can paste. Similarly I can go and I can paste multiple pages here, multiple website pages wherever I am submitting link. Then I will click on I am not a robot and I will click on check. So here what 3 things you have to see, I will discuss about that. Here you will, first thing you will check is domain authority. Higher the domain authority, guys, better the website is. Domain authority means overall domain score. So it is given on the scale of 0 to 100. So try to have more, at least like 10. More than 10 will be good particularly. And then second thing you will check is spam score. What is spam score? It is like how like good website is. Lesser the spam score, better the website is. So try to make link in the website that are having very less spam score. Then other thing that you will check is Alexa ranking. So Alexa ranking, what is the parameter here? So higher the traffic, better the Alexa ranking is. So you can see here for Flipkart it is 6, for Moz it is 2042. So again 6 means Flipkart has more traffic than the Moz.com. So again higher the traffic, better is, if I will make link, because again I can drive traffic to my website as well, so that will again help in ranking. So these three things you will check before submitting the link in the website. Now again, if you want to check what kind of like third party website we can build link is, guys, it will be like you can go to a website called SEO Khajana here, and you can see the type of off-page submitting website link. So again, we have bookmarking type, where we go and we create the profile or profile creation websites, then directory submission where we give free ad, and then article where we can write about article about our product or services related to that particular page which we want to rank. Then again, press release, if you are doing SEO for higher website that have press release every month or every quarter, so we can go and we can publish that. Then again, classified websites, so like OLX or Quicker and all. And then again, if you go for more SEO, so here they have tools, so again I will avoid to use this tools. And then here business listing, so again Google My Business Listing or any third party business listing, so I can go and I can do that. And then after that, in blog submission website. And then afterwards, if you go to the app, we have guest blogging, where again we do partnership with same niche website, like same category of website. Suppose I can do partnership with people who are into digital marketing, and again I can request them to publish my blog on their website. So it can done in terms of monetary values also, or if you are a famous person, or if your quality of content is good, so they can allow and they can do that. Similarly, we can go with blog commenting or profile submission website, where we can submit our profile and all. So these are the main category that you can go and you can do. Apart from this, again Web 2.0 websites are also there, that is called as like two-way interaction website. Why two-way interaction? Because I can go and I can create a very interactive page in that, and I can leave the link. So again, what you have to do, I will show you one example. For example, suppose I have to search Web 2.0 website, where I will be submitting link of the page that I want to rank. So again, I can go here and I can type Web 2.0 website list. So I can go and I can type here website list, and then afterward I can click on return. And then here again you can see here lot of results are there in Google. So one by one you can go and you can check. And while checking, be patient. First thing you will see is if they have sign up option or not, or second thing you will check, guys, is like if they are allowing free links or not. Because again, paid links, if you are working for a company or client, they don't have that much of budget, so they can pay you so that you can go and you can have the paid link. So we always try to have free links, because it also goes well with the Google standard. So again, I can scroll down here. So again, mostly if you scroll down, at the last you will find the categories of website. So again, one by one I can go. For example, suppose I want to go in the Wix.com, so I can go in the Wix.com. So again, I can go and I can click on start now here, and then here I can enter here the email address. So suppose I enter the email address, then I click on start now. Then afterwards again I will click on continue with Google. So when I continue with Google, I will go and I will choose my email address through which I can do the sign up basically. So once I do the sign up here, so always register or sign up option you can do. So I am removing this from any domain, because again now my area is clear. This was coming due to this SEO quick extension. Now again I will click on getting started. So once I click, what is the type of website that I am creating? So suppose I am creating like blog. So I will go and I will click on next. After that, what I want, blog, chat, online store. So I will go with blog, and then I will go with next. So again, this is my first time. So again, refresh. If any error comes, you can refresh this. So again, you have go with I have created a few, or this is my first time. So suppose you are doing for first time, you can go with that, and you can click on choose a template or start with Wix. So again, if you go back here, I will suggest particularly to start with the template. Why? Because it is easy to edit. So you can go and you can click on start with the template. So again, whatever template like I want, I can go and I can click on that. So for example, suppose I want this, I can click on edit finally. So again, I just need to edit the content. I do not need to build from scratch. This will save you time, because if you work for company or client, end of the day they will ask how many submission you did, what you did and all. So again I can go here. So again what I can do, just double click and I can write whatever I want to write, guys. So again if I want to write here particularly whatever my company name is, so I can go and I can write that. I can make it here. So I can go and I can have that particularly like this, and here double click and I can change whatever I want to. So I can go and I can write here digital marketing trainer and consultant. So I can go and I can write here, and suppose I have to give the link on this. So again what I can do, I can go here, suppose on digital marketing trainer what I have to give. So I can go just like this, you can edit whole of the thing. So you will go and you will click on this link button after selecting, and I can go here to page, or suppose to web address I will say, and you can paste here the link, and then new window, all the time go with the new window that is recommended. Then done you will do, and then if people will see this and click on that, so they will go to moz.com. Then afterwards here particularly if I want to change, so again click here change image, click on that. So again just click on change image and you can upload media from your desktop. So again I can suppose upload from the computer. So any particular suppose particularly if I go, so suppose if I go with this, so I can go and I can upload that, and I can select and choose image here. After selecting you can select and you can click on choose image. Again you can see this has been changed. So just like that, double click and done, and then afterwards you can publish. So again your one link has been made. So just like this you can go and you can make the link, and you can keep this data on your spreadsheet. So you can open a Google spreadsheet. So you can go to Google spreadsheet. So once you go to Google spreadsheet you can go here, and then again you can click on go to sheets, and here you can go to blank, and again here I will advise to you can have here date, whatever date you did, and here you can write the website, and here you can write the domain authority that we check with website SEO checker, and then here particularly we can write here spam score, and here we can write Alexa ranking, and after that here submitted status. So if it is submitted we can write yes, and if it is not submitted we can write no. So for example suppose today date is like if I go 12 December, so I can go and I can have here 12 December, then the website that I have submitted I can go and I can have, suppose DA is 31, so I can check with website SEO checker particularly, so I can go and I can check with that, or else I can go here and I can give the spam score. So suppose it is 1%, so I can go and I can say 1%, and Alexa ranking is suppose 100, I can go and I can have, so suppose it is submitted in moz.com, so I can say yes, or suppose it is awaiting, so I can go and I can have awaiting like that. So just like that you can have multiple sheets, you can name it particularly. Suppose if I am doing web 2.0, so I can go and I can have web 2.0 here just like that. Then afterwards I can go here, I can have article, then after that suppose I am doing blog commenting, so I can go blog commenting. So again I can make this same way, just like this. When I have made, I can go and I can make this, and then again after that it is done, I can download or I can save this, I can name this. So suppose like client name, whatever client name you have, so you can save with that, and then afterwards you can click on save, and then afterwards you can keep it done, and then you can click on share. So again you can add here the whatever people you want to add to. So you can go and you can see here, like suppose I want to rank to this, so I can go and I can have, and I can again I can decide when I want to editor or just as a viewer, so editor can edit. So I can go and I can click on send option. So when I click on send, so again it will send to your client or your company, colleagues and all that. So this is how you will do the off page SEO. Now let's go to the third option, that is review and rating page. So review and rating page, if I talk about, whenever we go and we search about, guys, digital marketing course. So when we are searching for digital marketing course, after this ad, that is Google Ads search results. So if you want to know about that, I have created a video about Google Ads. You can go and you can check in that how you can make in this kind of ads for your company or client. So if you scroll down here, whatever this review and rating you are getting for this, so simply what you need to for this, for coming in this is, guys, you need to make an account in Google My Business. So many people call it GMB. So you can go and you can type Google My Business in Google. So Google My Business. So if I go here, I can go and I can type Google My Business. Then I can go here and then again I can click on sign in. So again when I click on sign in, so I will go and I will change my email address. So let me show you from the starting. So again if I go, so suppose I want to search. So again I want to add a business. So again when you first come, you will come to this page. Since I already have registered few business for practice and all, as I keep training people, so that's why it was showing. For you, you will be coming to this page. So suppose I want to register a business on the name of, suppose, CBB, for example, suppose. So I can go and I can click on create a business. Already if it is there, so you can select from there. But suppose it is a new, I want to create that. It is never done before, so I can go and I can click on that. Then afterwards, you will go, you will give the business name and you will, guys, choose for the business category. So what business category, like I can go and I can select for, suppose it is for marketing. So I can go and I can select marketing agencies and all, marketing consultant or all. Suppose it is a like you can say business for marketing consultant. So people can consultant about their digital marketing or any type of marketing that they have. Then we can go with next option. And then here we can see, do you want to add a location customer can visit? So if my office is registered so that people can come and visit me, so I will go with yes. If again I am online only, I am not available offline at office, I will go with no. So in case if I am going with yes, I have suppose a office where people can come. So again I will go and I will write here the address. So again suppose I can go here and I can put, so I will be putting suppose Bangalore and city Bangalore. Suppose then state I will be selecting, so Karnataka. So we will go and we will select Karnataka and then I will go with next. So give your address very correct, whatever is your office correct, because again you will be receiving one card from Google. So that will be helpful for you for like verifying this account. So once it is verified, so again many benefit you have. So I will show you what are the benefit here. So again you can go here and again you can see here the address. So again if it is already there, so it will show, but suppose it is none of these, so I can go, suppose it is a new, it is not my business, so I will go with none of these and I will go with next. So once I go with next, again Google will take that, I will go and I will click on next option. Do you provide delivery at home or office visit? In case yes, if people can come and meet me, I will go with yes, otherwise I will go with no. So suppose I go with yes. So again whatever the area that I serve, so suppose if I serve Bangalore or suppose Bangalore, so I can go with Bangalore, or suppose I serve Mumbai also, so I can go here and I can go with Mumbai. Same way I can add as many as area that I serve. Highly advisable to add only area that you serve. So in case if you are serving whole India, you can go with that. In case if you are serving multiple countries, like suppose if I am serving UK, so I can go and I can type UK, or suppose if I am doing Canada, suppose Canada, so I can go and I can go with Canada and then I can go with next option. So here I can add the contact information here and I can give the current website URL. So it is advisable to give your business contact number, not your personal. So whatever number that you have, you want your customer to reach to, and whatever the website you want your customer to reach to. So again you can go with that. In case if you don't have website, still you can do that, but if you have website, I will highly advise to give here the URL. So suppose if I have Flipkart, so I can go copy and I can go here and I can paste. Always advisable to copy paste. So I will skip this step, so I am not giving here website or phone number. And then afterwards, once you are done with this, it will go to the next step. So here you can see, once it is done, so you can see choose a way to verify. So again, you will receive a 5-digit code from Google that you have to enter to verify your this Google My Business listing, so that when people search for something related to your business, you will come in the review and rating page. So you can give here the name. So suppose if I want to give my name, I can go and I can press here the name particularly, and then afterwards I can click on mail. So again, if I once I click on mail, so on this particular address, whatever I have given, Google will send me the mail with like physical mail with like 5-digit code. So I will receive within 12 days particularly, and then afterwards I can continue. So once I will receive that, then I can verify that. But before that, I can also give here the services. So whatever services I do, I can go. So suppose I do digital marketing, I can go and I can add. I do branding, I can go and I can add. Or I can click on show more and I can see here whatever goes with well with my services, I can go and I can keep on adding that. After you add all the services, you will go and you will click on next option. And then afterwards, here you can add the business hour. So suppose Sunday we are closed. Suppose Sunday I don't provide any services. Monday, yes. Suppose if I open at suppose 10 a.m. and I close at 6 p.m. So I can go here and I can go with here 6 p.m. So I will go and I will select 6 p.m. Same I can go and I can select here for Tuesday. So if I am 24 hour, I can select 24 hour. Wednesday, whatever time I am, I can go and I can have that. So you will feel like that I am skipping as of now. And then accept messaging. Yes, people can ask me messaging, always accept that. Then after that, next. Then again, business description, what your business is all about. So if your business is all about like digital marketing or real estate and also, you can mention here, you can contact me for providing digital marketing services for brand or companies, so that I can help you with getting your marketing done digitally and all. So whatever you do, you can go and you can write here, and then after that you can go to next and you can add here the photos, whatever photos that you have for your office. In case if you are a product based like a store like this, so you can go and you can have storefront here, and in case of service you can add something related to your service. Then you can go with next option. Then again it is ready, so again you will continue. So you will go to the dashboard. So this is called as dashboard. Here what I will advise, you will go to the info and provide all the information that they need, all the basic information that we talked about. So it should be very like you can say whatever real information that we have regarding our store or business that we will give. And once our like you can say our this business listing is verified, then again we can go and we can see the inside. So again, if you go and if you see the inside, you can say verify for the inside. So once you receive that later, you can click on this and you can enter the code. So again, if I show you how the verified look like, so if I go here and if I go to Google My Business and if I switch account, so if I switch account, so again if I show you for my here my own that I have verified, so again it will be showing like this. So I can go in inside and I can check here how many time in searches I have come, how many time listing on the search, listing on the map, and how many time people have called me, how many time people have messaged me. I can go and I can see. And now key to success here for Google My Business guys is like we have to be regular. We have to be regular in the posting. I can go and I can post here something related to my post, something offer that I have, what is new, I can go and I can post here. So if I go and if I post, so that is again a very good thing to have. So you can go here and you can see here particularly I can go and you can see as I am posting, so 14 views and all. So again similarly I can go here and I can post the photos, I can post the blog post. So I can go to plus sign and I can post. So it's again help you to be active in the Google. So again that helps you in the ranking. So again the key to success of ranking in Google My Business is post regularly, and second thing is always ask your happy customers to give the like reviews and rating. And once the review rating is done, so always reply, whether it is a good or bad, you should be replying to that basically. So if you want post, so you can go and suppose if any offers is there. So again, if you go here and you want to create an offer with the post, so you can go and you can create that. You can add the photo here, just click on that, you can select from the computer and you can add that, and then afterwards you can write the offer title, start date and end date. Similarly, if you want what's new, any new services you are launching or product, you can go and you can have that. So you can see here, and again you can add any button. After writing the post, you can add that, so that button, and then afterwards this is what we have for SEO. Now again I will suggest to see this video from starting to end to understand how it goes. So this is how you can earn money by ranking any one website in the Google SERP, or by ranking there, like you can say in the map listing particularly. So that is what we have for today. Guys, do subscribe my channel for getting frequent update about digital marketing, and do not forget to share with other people to get, like, whoever will need this SEO class, they can see and they can do it for their clients or their business. Thank you guys, have a great day ahead, see you in the next video.